Hi everyone, this is Keisha Bowie, your host of Closet Talk by Keisha Bowie. Now, I'm trying out a new device that I have on my backup phone. So prayerfully, this show works out. I know the last video was, some people complained of it being low. So prayerfully, you can hear me on this one. Now, I'd like to take the time to cordially invite you to follow Closet Talk by Keisha Bowie on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So just thank you to everyone who's already following. I am not a doctor, nurse, lawyer, psychiatrist, counselor, any of those things, social worker, pastor, bishop, elder, anything. I just share my past and present personal experiences to prayerfully help someone out there. Now, why am I all dressed up like more than usually? Well, I usually come, but I don't bring it like this because I am celebrating because yesterday was my oldest child, my daughter's birthday. She turned 25 years old, so yay! But ending like this school year, she is ending her second year of medical school at a HBCU for dental surgery. And also, too, I have two others. My oldest son is finishing his second year of college, and my youngest one is finishing his first year of college for nursing. So, round of applause, kids. Don't let nobody tell you that anything is possible if you follow my life story. Now, I prayed before this because there's so much that's going on that my prayers for everyone would take up the entire video. So just know everyone that asked me to pray for them, I am truly praying for you. I decided on this topic today, God is basically, if I just said God by himself, then that would be enough. But God's plan is bigger and greater than our plans could ever be. So just take a moment to soak that in. Now, I know for some of y'all, you might be thinking, okay, how? So I'm going to tell you how. When you pray, like, and when you're a baby praying, a lot of times we'll pray and then we'll get around people that's further advanced in their walk, and they'll be like, well, the Holy Spirit spoke to me, or God showed me this, or whatever. And when you're a baby in that stage, like you're praying to God and you're trying to figure out, well, did he hear me, or am I not saying something right? So I prayed to God. Then I went ahead and I talked to Jesus Christ, because I know that Jesus walked the face of this earth, and surely he must know what I'm feeling like. So it seemed like your prayers are still not getting answered. Well, let me go ahead and let me try and talk to the Holy Spirit, and let me see if he could move. So then you're like, wait a minute, nothing is happening. Now all of a sudden it seems like my life has fallen apart. Like things like I'm going to use myself as an example so you all don't get offended. Now, during the time that I was praying for a change in life, I was praying and I ended up losing my job because after I got hurt, they fired me while I was still under workman's comp. So I ended up losing my job and everything. And then after a while, as time went on, had surgery and everything. And then, during the time I'm still praying to God and I'm saying like, don't you hear me? Like, help me. And at one point I had to go live with my mom. Then I had to, I ended up, my vehicle, I had a 2011 Chevy Silverado. Yeah, 2011. And it ended up getting repossessed and everything. And I was like, surely you are not hearing me, because I am praying a wrong prayer. Like, too much is happening. But to anyone that's going through, he does hear you just like he heard me. Now, all of these things that I spoke about that was falling apart, meaning like those were things that I did, that Keisha did. And so, of course, it had to fall apart for him to build a solid foundation in his will. Not what I did or not what you did when things are falling apart and you don't understand why. He's building that solid foundation according to his will, not your mess ups, but his plan. See, anything that's built by man, like when you take houses and stuff like that, eventually they need repairs. You'll see crackings in the building and stuff because that's man made. But when something that God makes, oh, it's built to stand, my darlings. It's gonna stand. So you get to the point I went through embarrassment when things are changing and falling apart in your life, like embarrassment, like from being disabled, and when you have to depend on somebody to help you that really don't want to help you at all in public places. Come on now, you're taking too long and stuff. So it was the embarrassment that I went through there, and then I had public instances on my platform page to where the person tried to do something to embarrass me and, to stop me and everything. And I was like, okay, through the embarrassment I'm living, then I had someone that said, oh, look at her. She's standing in a closet pretending like she's talking to people. So it was embarrassment on top of embarrassment, but it taught me that going through this plan, okay, God, I know you showed me walking across the stage talking to people, but this don't look like what you showed me. And the Spirit told me when I wanted to quit, keep going. So I kept going, and I looked at everything that I had to go through along the path, and I want you to look at everything that you're going through towards the path. These things, the embarrassment, it builds up this thing called hope. Well, Holy Spirit, you're telling me, and every time when I talk to God, the same message, you're telling me, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, I'm going to keep going. So once you get through all of those things, it's like it's building strength. It's building them sleeves, like it's building strength on your sleeves. You're not carrying your feelings on your sleeves anymore. So then another thing it started building for me, because keep in mind, with my knee, I've been on this journey for 10 years, and with my back, in June it'll be 10 years. So one thing that I had to, what kept me, when you say, Keisha, how can you keep going, how can you keep showing up even when you're in pain? Hope. Romans chapter 8 verse 24 talks about hope. Meaning you have to hope for the things that you don't even see right now, but you have to have that faith and keep on going, that he is putting it together. He's taking care of everything. It's not your business to worry about how he's doing it. Then we talked about the patience, because my God, you have to have patience when you're along the journey that he built for you, because you can't do it your way. You have to do it his way. So then we're going to move on to patience, Romans chapter 8, verse 25. And then also, too, the Holy Spirit hears you. You were thinking that the Holy Spirit don't hear you during your now or during your situation. It's intercessory. So that's Romans 8, 26 and 27. So the reason why I'm giving you the verses, but I'm not reading it out, because of, for time's sake, I will wear myself out. TikTok only allows you 10 minutes. YouTube, you can go on for an endless amount of time. Facebook, you could go on for an endless amount of time. And Instagram is only 15 minutes per video. I'm not making all of those videos because I work with my body as is. So lastly, Romans 8:28 is letting you know that all things work together for the good, meaning everything that you're going through now, you just have to keep on hanging on, because you might have thought one thing for your life and this is how it's going to work out, but God stepped in, and when God steps in, his plan is greater and bigger than what you and I could even imagine. If you would have asked me, see, there's the internet, and then there's people that really know you. There have been lies spread about me, saying things like all she do is just lay around, she don't take care of the kids, this and that, another person is doing everything. And if people know you in real life, like people that have been there, I showed up even when I was looking like scrappy. Like, if you saw me now and if you saw pictures of me then, you'd be like, wow, because I never really paid attention until now. But I'm saying, looking at my plans then versus now and what he's doing in my life, man, I challenge y'all just to trust God, because of people will fail you. People will sit up there and talk about you, talk to you any kind of way, talk about your back and talk behind your back and all of these things. That's why I fly solo. But I fly solo and I fly with him. But you have to keep on trusting him. Don't trust people. Nothing that you could have ever dreamed of is going to be bigger than what he could ever do for you. Keep watching me. Keep laughing. When y'all laugh, that's free publicity, because you're going to talk about me and other people going to come see anyway. So I'm trusting God's plan. But yeah, and I'll see y'all next show. And again, happy birthday, babe, to my oldest. Y'all be blessed.